Hi, beloved. Welcome to this session. It's something unique and different that I am doing today, and I hope that you enjoy it. We are, and I'm just kind of waiting because I want to make sure that it is working. This session, something unique and different. That's interesting. I didn't know that would show up and start talking. So anyway, I'm learning. So I am doing this through my Zoom account, so that's why it's different. All right, so what I'm doing today is I am doing a love warrior prayer. And if you're interested in receiving a copy of this prayer, you can do that in the top of this YouTube page. There's a little arrow in the header that points to the Love Warrior prayer. So you can actually get a copy of this prayer where you can print it out and do it yourself. So this is a prayer that was given to me in 2016 from Archangel Michael. And it is specifically about shifting the warrior energy on the planet from fighting about everything to calling in divine truth and being a love warrior. So standing up for love, standing up for integrity, standing up for congruency. And so that's what this prayer is about. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to read through the prayer and then do a practice with the prayer itself so that I can demonstrate how it works and so that you can participate with me even though you don't have one printed out, okay? You can use any topic that you want to. What I'm being called to pray about today is specifically around alignment and congruency. And that means that all the people on the planet right now are in some way, shape, or form in distress of some kind. Physical, mental, emotional, political, financial, something, okay? And I don't want to say all, but that's the word that I'm hearing is everybody's dealing with something, okay? And so what the alignment and congruency is about is really helping, praying for. The intention is that every person on the planet is in alignment with their soul purpose and congruent to that. And so what that means is their thoughts, their emotions, and their actions are all aligned towards their intention and their soul purpose. So what does that look like? It means what they're thinking, what they're feeling, and what they're speaking and what they're doing are all the same. Okay. And there's a lot of that not happening on the planet right now. And I'll talk about those in a different video. But the idea of coming into alignment, coming into congruency, coming into personal integrity is a requirement for us moving forward if we're planning to take the planet into a positive place. The reason there's so much chaos on the planet right now is because we have all this incongruency, all this misalignment. People are saying one thing and doing another. They're feeling one thing and doing another. They're speaking one thing, but feeling another, right? Their four mechanisms of alignment, their thoughts, their emotions, their words, and their actions are not aligned and they're not congruent with one another. So that's specifically what I am praying for today. Again, you can do anything that you want, but as we go through, I'm going to talk about it as using alignment and congruency. Okay. So again, if you're watching on YouTube, you can get the Love Warrior Prayer and download it as a PDF and have a copy of your own. So we're going to start with number one. And number one is to take 3 deep breaths. And what we're doing is we're calling our attention back. We're going to inhale to 4, we're going to hold to 4, and we're going to exhale to 8 for 3 times. And this really just kind of centers us. Okay. So 3 times. And now once we feel balanced and collected and gathered, then we can move on to step 2. And step 2 says to call in our spiritual helpers, and we're going to ask them to join us in our intention. So I call on my masters, teachers, angels, guides, high council members, and beings of light to be with me, and for truth and accuracy to be obtained in the highest good of all. What's mine is mine, and what's anyone else's is theirs, and I have clear discernment between the two, and I'm free from contamination of any kind. I ask you, my spirit helpers of light, to stand with me in my intention of all the individuals on the planet and the planet itself being in integrity, in alignment, and in congruency for the highest good of all. And then I wait until that feels congruent for me, until it settles in. And then we move to step 3. Step 3 is to offer divine love to those who are hurting. So in this case, it would be all of those that are not in divine integrity, divine alignment, and divine congruency. And so the instructions for step 3 are send love, light, and healing to those who are hurting or victimized. Include yourself if needed. And you're not fueling their victimhood. You're sending them divine love, pure divine love, light, and healing from source, not you. So this divine love, light, and healing that we're sending it directly from source to them. We're not involved in that process. And if we are one of the ones that is hurting, then we are praying for that divine love, light, and healing to come from source directly to us as well, or in addition to. Okay. So I ask that divine love, light, and healing come into all of the beings on the planet, including myself, directly from source, so that we can have the eyes of our understanding opened, so that we can see where we're out of integrity, where we're out of alignment, where we're out of congruency with what we think, we feel, we speak, or we act. Help us be aware of when we're not those things, and then also be aware of when we are. And please send this love to all those that are hurting because of their incongruencies, misalignments, lack of integrity, or the misalignments, lack of integrity, or incongruency of others. Fill them with divine love and light. And then when that feels complete, we can move on to step 4, which is to offer divine love to those who did the hurting. So that would be to those who are incongruent, out of alignment, or out of integrity. And the instructions say send love, light, and healing to those who did the hurting or the victimizing, and include yourself if needed. And remember, this is coming from source and not you. So I'm sending divine love, light, and healing from source to all those who are incongruent, who are out of alignment, who are out of their own integrity, including myself when it happens, so that we may receive awareness, forgiveness, understanding, clarity, so that the next time we're in this situation that has been showing up as incongruent or out of alignment or out of integrity, that we have more clarity and awareness, and we make the choice to be congruent, to be in alignment, and to be integrous with our thoughts, emotions, words, and actions. And when that feels settled in, we move to step 5, which is to visualize divine love, light, and healing, filling the situations and the peoples. And so really envision that, see it. If you're a visual person, if you're a feeling person, feel it. If you're, however you experience understanding, acknowledgement, connection. See that alignment, that congruency, that integrity being real in people's lives and in your own life. And then step 6 is to empower it with your feelings. Feel your request being done as if it already exists. Feel how the people, situation, or the world feels now that it is healed. And this is the fuel of change. So begin to allow your emotional body to appreciate, access, connect to the understanding that integrity, alignment, congruency is the predominant resonance on the planet. The people, the animals, with the situations, with the language, with the thoughts and emotions, the words and the deeds. Including in your life. And begin to not only feel that as being true, but feel it as being completed. It's done. It is. And it is consistent in your life. And when you feel that consistency, we can move to step 7, which is to thank your spiritual helpers. Offer gratitude to them that they never judge you and are always with you, helping you, even when you aren't aware. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I offer you so much gratitude, knowing that sometimes I make your job more difficult, but I appreciate all the work you're doing to help me align to my soul purpose and to help me stand in my own integrity, my own alignment, my own congruency, so that my thoughts, my emotions, my words, and my actions all align and are integrous. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And then step 8 is, and so it is. Release your attachment to your request and allow all the spiritual helpers in the universe to do what they need to do to make it happen, and don't interfere. If you see other instances of the same situation, reaffirm your agreements that it's done through divine love, light, and healing. And it is so. So I hope that this has been helpful for you. For me, it's been something that Spirit has been talking to me about for a few weeks now, about starting to do again, and now felt really important for timing, so that as people are beginning to make political decisions in the US, some have already done so, but as we move closer and closer to the election, this alignment and congruency is really an absolute necessity. Because if we're saying one thing and doing another, then all we're doing is creating chaos. And the United States has plenty of chaos. We don't need any more moving forward. So I hope that this has blessed you. Look for opportunities for yourself to be in alignment, in congruency, in integrity with your soul purpose, with your heart's desire, and with the alignment and integrity of all that you think and feel and speak and do. My name is Tamala Malay, and if you would like to visit my website, you can do that at yourempowermentplace.com, and you can check in the header for the link to get your copy of the Love Warrior Prayer. Again, you can print that out and use it whenever you like, and it is really super helpful. So I will see you next time. Make sure you comment and let me know what your thoughts were on this prayer if it's your first time hearing it. Talk soon.